Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create an elastic cuff. It's a really super easy technique where you create a channel by turning up a hem and then you feed elastic in, sew the elastic together, close up the hole. I'm using the Florence pattern from Sew Me Something as my basis. I'll take you step by step through this technique. I've sewn the sleeve seam and then I've edge finished either edge and pressed this open. I'm now going to turn up the lower edge to form my elastic casing. Press under 2 centimetres all the way round. And now you've got a crease. Open that back out and turn the raw edge in to meet the crease and then fold along the crease and pin this in place all the way round. Next we'll stitch this in place, creating a channel to feed the elastic into. So you'll need to leave a gap about 4 or 5 centimetres wide, and if you leave that across the seam then you can feed the elastic in and close up that little gap afterwards. Stitch all the way round, leaving a gap here so that you can feed in the elastic. Stitch close to the edge so that you leave enough room to feed in the elastic. Measure the elastic around your wrist to decide how tight you want it to be, and then give yourself enough overlap. And then cut another piece the same length. I'm using 8mm wide elastic, so that should be big enough to fit through my channel. And I'm using this large-eyed needle. You could use a safety pin. And just push that into the channel and push it all the way around, making sure that you don't take the other end in at the same time. Put a pin in the ends just to make sure you don't lose them, and then check all the way around to make sure that the elastic isn't twisted anywhere. Before you sew the elastic, you may want to just try the sleeve on and just test how tight that feels around your wrist, and then amend how loose or how tight the elastic is before you sew it in position. And then I'm going to use a zigzag stitch to just go back and forth over this end to secure it. It doesn't matter if it looks a bit messy because it's going to just be hidden inside the sleeve. Set your machine to a narrow, short zigzag. I'm using a width of 2.5 and a length of 1.5. Position your elastic under the presser foot. Start to zigzag over the elastic. And then you can go backwards and reverse over it too. And then once it's secured, cut the threads. Tuck the elastic into the channel. And then set your machine back to a normal straight stitch to close up the hole. And then cut the threads. And that is your elastic cuff completed. Take a look at my next video on how to insert the sleeve.